Thank you. All right, what questions you have? Yes. Okay, so if demand is what? Okay, what's the answer?
An increase in price would increase total revenue.
Okay, so if demand is inelastic. If price goes up 10%, is quantity demanded to go down more or less than 10%? Yes. Less, okay? So total revenue is price times quantity, right? So if something's inelastic, if price is up, doesn't total revenue have to go up? Okay? All right. Inelastic, price up, total revenue up, they're like eyes. All right, what else? Keep going. Yes, sir. Let me find it. Yeah. Is it table 6-1?
Yeah.
All right. All right, so first thing, what's the equilibrium price there? $3. And you knew that because 6 equals 6, right? All right, are they now what are they doing? Are they setting a price floor or a price ceiling? Okay, so here's the graph, right? The equilibrium is 3, right? And now we've got a price ceiling of 5. Is that ceiling binding? It's non-binding. All right, so I could just erase it, right? All right, so then at this $3 more, do I have a shortage? A surplus? Did you remember it was non-binding when you took the quiz?
This is like, I had a couple of
Okay. All right, the first thing to ask ourselves on all these floors and ceilings is it binding or non-binding? I keep going. Let's get all the questions. So when we do this, we get it right. Yes.
So for number 5, when it's referring to figure 510, why is it A, which is
Let me just see what's up here. Are you saying number 5?
no, number 4.
So, trying to. It's like this. Am I setting this up right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, they're asking you total revenue at like P2, right? So the total revenue is price times quantity, which is actually A and B, right? Because like say A is price and then quantity. You have a question here? No, did you?
Yeah, actually.
Go.
So number 9, why
Yeah.
is it not a price floor of 7?
So, could you tell me what number 9 is?
Oh, yeah. Which of the following price controls would cause the shortage of 20 units to refer to figure 6-4?
Okay. All right. So it's a shortage, right?
Yeah.
And at $5, is that what they're asking here? That's the answer, right?
The answer was price ceiling of $4.
Price
Okay,
ceiling.
no, sorry. The answer was price ceiling of $5.
All right, at $5, tell me what's quantity supplied.
Quantity supplied is 40.
And at $5, tell me what's quantity demanded. That's your 20 short.
Yeah, but why? I mean, my question is, why is it not price floor of $7? Wouldn't that also cause the shortage of?
No. That's
Oh,
it.
yeah, because demand is less than supply. All right, I see now. Yeah.
Now, on the redo, you might get $7 as a surplus, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Jimmy?
For number 10, which is the following is most likely explanation for the imposition of a price ceiling on a market for milk. I get why these right, the buyers, but couldn't it also be A, like policymakers are thinking, it can help, like, because if you think about society as a whole, like, couldn't it also be A, kind of?
Okay, so, it's a price ceiling?
Yeah. I mean, I get why it's B, but I'm thinking like, why?
Okay. Do you think that's helping the producers?
No,
So that's society as a whole.
okay.
And I don't know if we do this in this class, but there's also gonna be dead weight laws. That's all. So it hurts producers.
For 13 says that the minimum wage exceeds what equal agreement.
Okay, hold on. Let me get minimum wage wrap up. All right, now tell me if the minimum wage exceeds, so that means it's binding, right?
Yeah.
And then what's it ask?
It says then the answer was the quantity supply of labor will exceed the quantity demanded.
What's the quantity supply here?
But wouldn't it, if price goes up, wouldn't the quantity supply go down if producers have to give workers more money?
No, okay, so wages are going up, right?
If not assuming that they are like,
Let's just say wages were $8 an hour, and now they're 10, right? That's minimum wage. All right? So now more workers want to work than people want to hire. So there's your circle.
no, it's like the quantity supply of labor will exceed the quantity.
It does, right? 150 to 100. Keep going. Keep asking. That's okay.
Why is the quantity supply rising with the price? They're giving the price.
Okay.
Way, not getting the price.
Who's giving?
The supply.
No, okay. For wages, we're the suppliers. We're the workers. Okay? Is that what you're confused about? So you're good now if they ask that? My cheddar cheese. Yeah, I thought we got one class that didn't ask about thinking cheddar cheese. I'll never eat it again. All right, so cheddar cheese was inelastic, right? There is your inelastic demand curve. There we go. There we go. There we go. Some cheddar. All right, and then bread, right? Bread is elastic. Okay, what's happening to demand? Doesn't it tell you?
It,
Decreases by 10%. So I'm going to shift demand that way, right? What happens to price? Not that much, but it went down, right? By the way, quantity barely went down. Jeez. All right. What happens to price? Okay, now look at the answer. Price went down for cheddar and bread, right? Isn't there an answer there that says price went down?
It says increase in cheddar, cheese market, increase in bread.
No. That's not it.
Yeah, this is increase and decrease in market.
Huh?
It's just increase and decrease in market.
The answer?
Yeah. It says like, it's supposed to be in price.
The answer should be D. Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It says decrease.
Huh?
Yes.
Yeah. Decrease in age cheddar, right?
Oh, okay.
And decrease.
I thought that's what it was.
Okay.
I said it was D because it was a normal good. It's decreasing.
Huh?
I said it was D because it's a normal good. It's decreasing demand. So would that also make it so it goes down the market?
What does the E say?
No, I said D, but is this right? Because I said it was because I was thinking it's a normal good. It's a normal good. It's decreasing. So wouldn't that mean that the price would also decrease because it's a normal good?
Yeah.
Okay.
how you, time the quiz, like, or like.
Yeah.
I wish I had like 2 more minutes.
Okay. And you're going to. And you're gonna get used to it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think you'd really hate me if you walked into the AP exam. I was giving you all this time, even 2 or 3 extra minutes.
Yeah.
Because some people might want that, and then the AP exam came out up to me and to Ms. Presley, I got 50 out of 60 questions. You know what I mean? Like, it is part of the process. And I know, like, and I'm not being mean, like, I know grades mean a lot to you, like they mean nothing to me. What I want you to do, and you're going to, is get the ability to know the material better and be able to produce some of the time pressure. It's gonna take a while, but you'll be. Do you do better on the redos?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you have a little more time. A little more time.
Do you have a copy of the quiz?
I don't.
I gave you mine yesterday. I told you earlier.
Oh, yeah. I think you could probably get it, snag it or something.
Just get a picture of that.
So for number
Thank you, Frank.
6, for number 6, for 5, for data top 13, it's about the 6 pie curve, y is between G and the facilities, the last thing.
Oh. And it's like something like this, right?
Yeah.
Right. It starts out elastic at the bottom, and as it goes this way, it becomes less and less elastic. And then while we're doing this here, it's the same thing here. It's elastic. And then as it goes down, it becomes inelastic. And that's really strictly mnemonic. Anyone else?
It was, number 2 on the C. Increase the price of $30 $30.
Okay. So if you add $30, I believe the quantity was 300. Is that true?
Yeah.
So that's 9,000. At $35, what's the quantity?
250.
250, yeah. And I think that comes out to 8,750.
Yep.
So it decreased 250. That makes sense to you?
Yeah.
I didn't like that problem. That's not, truthfully, a very fair math problem. And that would get into your time thing too. I don't know if it take you time to do that, but I wasn't very fond of that. And probably if someone said, "Can I use a calculator?" I forgot about it. To be honest. Any other questions? KK?
The question says, if a price floor is not binding,
Yeah.
that the equilibrium price is above the price floor. I thought the equilibrium price would be below it.
If a price floor is not binding,
I thought
right?
the price floor was above it.
It is, but if it's not binding, it's below it. If it's above, it's fine. If that would be binding.
It has to be.
Yeah.
The minimum price.
Yeah. Anyone else? Okay. Redos Monday, before school, after school. I'll probably be in 108. I think I'm getting a big crowd. Oh, I'm also probably Sunday night going to just go online if anyone has any questions. Why isn't this moving? I'm blaming you, Jimmy. All right, here was the quiz results. So you and period 1. I'm most concerned that last year, like, beat us by 18.4. So like, I don't know what that average would be, probably 15.5. But in fairness to you guys in comparing, This is after the redos. So I'm sure we'll go up after the redos. Okay? What?
Also online class.
No, it's 2 years ago, not recent. I might say last year.
Oh, okay.
And by the way, it took them a while to figure out to cheat. No, for a long time, I was saying, these guys can't be cheating because look at that, but anyway. All right. So today you should finish chapter 7. Monday, I'll teach marginal benefits. And then we'll use Tuesday, Wednesday, you guys are off. Thursday and Friday to review for the unit test, that will be Monday. I think if you look at your calendar, I think I have the unit test scheduled for next Monday or Tuesday. So I'm pushing it back a week. All right, why? Because last year they didn't do well, and I want to get us some more review. Okay? Now, it's not, again, if you're not doing as well as you'd like, do not think next Sunday you're going to study for 2 hours and knock it out. It's just not going to happen. You're not doing well, you need to start studying this weekend, or you can just do 20 or 30 minutes a day. 20 or 30 minutes a day. Chapter 4 and chapter 5, then a little review of 4 and 5 and chapter 6, and then chapter 7. And then you'll get there. Okay? If you have the want to, you're going to get it here. You have to have the want to. All right. Second thing is, find some time next week to sit with me, one-on-one. I'll give you the best because this is something I think you could relate to. If I'm working with a guy one-on-one on SATs, they're going to be 120 points better than if they sat in class. So you're looking 5 to 6 points, where the class is 5 to 6, 7, 5. So, I mean, one-on-one is very powerful. So use that so you get better. It's not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strength to know when you need help. It's not that you're not smart, it's just that this is confusing for a lot of people. Yeah? Yeah, I'm probably gonna say one day next week. Hopefully. All right. I'd say there's 6 people I taught who went to Harvard. Every one of them stumbled somewhere. Like any time. All right, they were all smart. They went to Harvard. I wish they would just like now, like, you know, take care of me so I could retire. All right, did we do consumer and producer surplus for price floors?
Yeah.
All right, we'll do a quick review and then we'll get started. All right, this is the first thing on your sheet. All right, so here we go. Here we go, Cardinals. It's Friday. A little popping observation I have today. Good, good. Everyone checking out, making sure I'm doing my job. All right, consumer surplus above the price below demand, producer surplus below the price above supply. So that's all. If you remember that, all these graphs are easy. I'm going to put in what? What is this? Floor or ceiling? Huh? The floor, right? Okay. So the first thing to do, take this line and draw it straight down. I'm going to do that. All right. I said, now it's easy to do the rules. Now, where's consumer surplus going to be here? Up here?
Yeah.
Right, above the price, below demand. Okay? There you go. Above the price, below demand. Producer surplus, below the price and above supply. And here's why I like the answer, the whole society doesn't work. Because consumers are not benefiting on this price floor. And then you have dead weight loss. All right, why do you have dead weight loss? Because prices went up and some consumers just left the market. All right. Notice we were selling more goods at the original price than we are now. And that creates deadweight loss, or what we would call an inefficient market. Do you guys think it's worth the time going over the price and seminar?
Yes.
Okay, we're good? Anyone need this stuff? All right, now I'm gonna go to a ceiling, right? So the ceiling is gonna be upside down house below the equilibrium. Now it's binding. That's the first thing I think. Ceiling below, it's binding. All right, now I'm gonna draw the line down and then up. That kind of gives me, then I can use the simple rules. There we go. Above the price, below demand, there is my consumer surplus. Winner, winner, yeah, consumers. But the producer surplus, they get a little screwed. I didn't hear it.
Why is government doing price floors if it eventually hurts that like everyone?
Because, well, all right, so say like, first of all, because Americans are uneducated. So President Biden got on TV today and said gas prices are $2 a gallon. That's a price, ceiling. Freaking people would be going nuts happy. They would be thinking, oh, wow, demand should be high. We're gonna be waiting on lines, because people don't think like that. So, and also like rent control. They make rents lower, and it's good for some people. It's just not good for all people. So a lot of times who are you trying to please? Rent control, we're trying to take care of poor people. Now, we could argue, does it really? I'd probably argue it doesn't, but there could be an argument that it does. I'm sure Joe Biden would argue it does. Yep. And then there is your deadweight loss for it. And by the way, it's why, like what you just asked me, is why I think it's important for every kid to take the econ. Because both parties lie. They all try to make themselves look good. And if you don't know what you're doing, you're like a typical American. Sorry, we're not that small. You are, but the rest of the country. You'll see. I used to think when you went to college, the person to your left and right was smarter than you. Okay. We good? JK, you good? Yeah, Keon.
Why is, consumer surplus and, producer surplus high by the price ceiling? Is that because?
Because it's the new price. Okay? It's the new price. All right, I want to know, read this, shortage, surplus, and how much? You got a minute. Shortage, geez, be nice if I could talk, right? Shortage, surplus, how much? I mean, at the end of that packet is the room that you need to All right, Mr. Genius, if you look at this, could you tell me where the equilibrium is up here? That's fine, you know? Okay, where's the equilibrium? $1. Very good. 10 equals 10, it's $1. And Mr. Genius, sticking with with you that is the price floor binding or not binding? It's binding. All right, Matt, we have a binding price floor. Do we have a shortage or surplus? And how much is that surplus? 6. Good job. 14 is being supplied. We're only selling 8. 6 surplus. All right, there's a question like this on the redo. So would everyone be comfortable? Yeah. Okay. All right, Mr. Genius, good job. You did the heavy lifting there. All right. Yeah. That's all I'm gonna do to you, Aaron, if you don't do better on the quiz. I'm gonna shake you. Yeah, Jimmy, when you're sleeping, I'm looking for animations like that. All
I
right.
don't sleep, so.
David's on. But, all right, not sleep is very healthy. An excise tax. You need to know it's a per unit tax on the producer. If they say excise tax, you can't say, Mr. Breslow, who's the tax on? That's something you need to know. So, I'll have an example. So it's for every unit made. Now, a lump sum tax would be like, they're just charging McDonald's $50,000. Doesn't matter how many hamburgers they sell, just like straight 50,000. So cigarettes, alcohol, those are taxed. Part of the reason they tax them is A, they're addictive. They know that they're inelastic. And B, they say they don't want you to use it as much. If everyone stops smoking cigarettes, the government will go out of business. And then environmentally unsafe products, it's not that gas, but gas is very, very heavily taxed.
Isn't that why they made a sales tax for like alcohol during prohibition?
Well, during prohibition. Yeah, during prohibition, there is no alcohol.
Yeah, because like the government was getting this money from like alcohol sales, and then they were trying to get rid of it. So they
To get,
sales tax, yeah.
I don't know. All right, did I give you this graph in your notes?
Yes.
Okay. All right, do you have this graph? Government sets a $2 unit on cigarettes. Zach, what am I going to shift? Which direction? Supply to the left. It's rat nest taxes to the left. There I go. So I'm going to shift that supply to the left, and then I'll show you. Now, say they showed you this graph and they asked you how much the tax was. The way to find it is the difference. The difference between the supply curve, not from new equilibrium to old, but the difference of how wide the supply curve is. And if you notice, that's 5 minus 3, so that would be the taxes 2. And then even if you did it this way, which I would prefer, new equilibrium down to the old supply curve. That's 4 minus 2. Okay, so that's 2. So the tax is $2. Okay, anywhere between the two supply curves will tell you the tax. All right, Ian, this Ian behind Jimmy G. What is the tax? What is the price of cigarettes before the tax?
$3.
What is the price after the tax?
$4.
So how much are consumers paying of that $2 tax? $1, right? They used to pay 3, now they pay 4, so that's up. So if the consumers are paying JK $1, how much are the producers paying? Then if the producers are paying 2 and the consumers are paying 1, that would be a $3 tax, and it's only a $2 tax. They're paying $1. Okay? Someone had their hand up. Oh, you were answering the question? That's fine. All right. Do a little practice. Let's, Aaron?
So just like the first part again, where you found like the thing between
Yeah.
the-
Like between these 2 lines?
Yeah.
So 4, if you take this line across, it's 2. 4 minus 2 is 2. So that's the tax. Or you could take this line up, and it's 3, 5 minus 3 is 2. Okay? All right, here we go. Here we go, Cardinals. Let's see, I'll give you a couple of minutes. Let's say after, give you 2 minutes. Let's say after these. Number 3 is a tricky one. Not for you, Jimmy J. You're taking the practice test, do you time yourself?
No.
Stop timing yourself. Okay. Because I think that will help you too. All right. We're just a little tight on time. I should have given you. And we're gonna do another practice Monday on this, so if you're not good now, don't worry. Aiden, price before tax. $3, right? The equilibrium. All right. Aiden, you're the first person who didn't ask me which equilibrium is before tax. So I appreciate it. Supply ships left for $3. Patrick, price consumers pay after tax. $4, right? So they pay 3, 4. All right. Price producers get after tax. How do people think they got this? Raise your hand if you think you got this. All right. Go, slow, slow. You said 3. JK?
I said $1.
You said 1. We got 1, 2, and 3. Great.
It said -2.
You said negative. Oh. Okay, I got it. You said 4. You said $1. All right. Amy, how much do the consumers pay? $4. You're giving me that $4. What do I have to do with 2 of them? To the government, right? So how much do I actually get? So the producers get $2. Now, graphically, an easy way to do it. We should go from the new equilibrium down to the old and across. Okay? All right, now, total tax revenue for the government before tax,
Maybe zero.
that's zero. Total tax revenue for the government after tax,
$2 per sale.
and how many sales?
80.
You got it. 2 times 80, 160. All right, or, which is the same thing, this box, the area of the box, which is 160. All right? Questions? JK, what's your question?
The tax is $2.
Yeah,
You just go like straight up for supply.
take the new equilibrium down to the supply. That's 4, this is 2, 4 minus 2 is 2. Okay? Any other questions? All right, have an awesome weekend. Looks like the 49ers are gonna lose again. I saw who they were playing, I forgot who.
Probably. I think Jimmy with a concussion, so I don't think he's playing.